Can we take a moment for the installation? Is it perfect or professional? No. Did I do it and y'all can't clock me? Yes. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back. We are getting into holiday looks. It's time. This is what my skin is looking like lately. I have one breakout here. The rest of this is hyperpigmentation. I show this to say I would have never shown this as recent as like a year ago. And I was looking at pictures and videos from like 2019, 2020. My skin has come a long way. And I think I need to start showing more appreciation for the healing that my skin has done and giving myself more props and pat on the back for starting and keeping a skincare regimen. Anyway, we're going in with the Holly Boone Silky Matte Weightless Foundation. The color is just a little golden on me, but when you blend it out, it really doesn't show that bad. Like, it's matte, but it still has a really pretty glow to it. It does not emphasize any pores or really settle into any fine lines. Top 5 foundation, and it looks like skin the longer it sits. When this base is done, just wait. So I already put on my first layer of concealer and bronzer. So to conceal, don't feel, we're going to use the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Awakening concealers, shade 540 and 460. I've been using these pretty much all year. They're self-setting. I don't have a problem with these. I don't really have a whole lot of problem with creasing unless I do something wrong in the powdering area. These concealers tend to play well with others, which is great because I'm also going to use the Faux Filter Concealer in the shade Praline from Huda Beauty. That's also a staple. I like to use 2 brightening concealers, and I also like to do the sandwich method. So this is my regular concealer, and my brightening concealers go on after I put on my blush. Now for my bronzer slash contour, I kind of just use my bronzer. Today's cream bronzer is Trixie Cosmetics cream bronzer, or cream bronzer stick in the shade Sundays. I used to think this color was way too deep for me, but when I use the shade S'more Sun from the same line, that one's way too light for me for some reason. And then I realized I was tripping, and this is the perfect shade. I like to apply it about here, so when I blend down, it goes straight to the hollow of my cheek, and it creates its own contour, and it just makes my face look real snatched. For my blush, I want it to be really deep today. Instead of searching all over my dirty ass room, we're gonna use this About Face matte painted lip color in the shade Cautionary Tale. We're gonna tap it on my hand so I don't go too ham, and then we're gonna blot it on our face. Very pretty. We're just gonna start low and slow, and we're gonna build as we go. Last thing I need is to have to restart this, because I won't, I promise. And then on top of that, I'm using my Holly Boone Glossy Skin Blush Tint in the shade 6, just to add a little bit more dimension to it. To do the brightening on my nose, I just go up like this, and then I just blend it out in between my eyes, and it looks perfect every single time. Every time. You see the difference between my eyes. I use the Lunar Beauty translucent pink powder. Oh, it's so pretty. I haven't used this in a while. Just reminded of how much it fucking eats. For full transparency, it's the next day. I got really frustrated because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with my eyes, so I quit. So we're back, and I think I want to do a Sugarplum look. So yeah. First things first, we're going to do our brows, and I would typically leave them blonde or another light color, but Gloria and Maggie suggested I do a pink brow slash magenta. So I think I'm gonna go in with this. I just got this out of my P. Louise PR. It's the I Still Believe stack, and we're gonna use the pink palette in the back, and we're gonna use shade Sleigh Bells Ring, which honestly, appropriate. I am so out of practice with doing darker brows. I feel so weird and out of place. 4 years with blonde brows, and like, I'm just now realizing just how attached I am to them. Well, okay. I'm gonna attempt to do a kind of fun cut crease shape. So we're starting with the back wing first, because this is going to be the foundation and we're going to cut on top of that. And next, what I've done is I've taken my palette with Blend Bunny Cosmetics. So this is my baby. This is Little Miss She Never Misses. I use the shades Moomy and Is It Everyday just to make a really pretty soft purple pink gradient because I want purple in this look. This was like a last minute decision and I needed to concentrate, so voiceover it is. Decided to bring all those colors to the front in a very kind of deconstructed way, just to add a spot for me to put these pinks and purples in from my palette and Ellis's palette, and we turned it into a whimsical soft cut crease of sorts. Now that the bulk of it is on, we're gonna do shimmers, and you already knew that. Don't start. So I have these on my hand and I'm trying to decide which one I want to use. I'm leaning toward this one, which is Conduct from the Blend Bunny Machina palette. This is my highlighter, You Fucking Doorknob, from my Simply Put highlighter palette with Blend Bunny. And then these two are from the P. Louise pink palette that I used on my eyes. These two are doing it for me. While I debate that, I know for a fact that I'm also going to be using shade I Know That's Right from my Simply Put highlighter palette. It's a really pretty cool tone, shifty purple. So I'm going to put that right over the purple in my eyeshadow. Yes! I'm just going to use both. I'm going to use You Fucking Doorknob and I'm going to use Conduct because I love them both for different reasons. Conduct is really pretty pale pink, and it goes perfectly on top of this pink shade, but this has a little bit more luster in my opinion, and I love a sparkle. Then on the back end, I'm going to use the shade Don't Piss Me Off because it's a really pretty purple and I don't use it nearly as much as I should. It is actually one of my favorites out of the palette, and I keep holding on to it for some reason, but we're going to use it today. So I'm just going to put that on the back end. We're going to blend that into this eyeshadow. And then just to add a little bit more sultriness, I'm going to take Rest Mayhaps from my palette, which is a really pretty, deep, cool tone purple right along the outer edge of my lash line. I want this line to be really sharp, so I'm going to cut it with a colored base. And we're just going to kind of buff it out and make it a lot softer. I'm setting this with Is It Everyday from my palette. Perfect shade match. This goes so fucking hard. Okay, so I needed something there. I needed something extra because it was just giving regular, and we know I don't do that. So I'm going in with Reed Mortuary because sitting on top of this pink, it makes it pull a little bit more magenta, and it's deep enough for what I'm looking for because Sleigh Bells Ring was not deep enough. From my palette, I'm using Moomy. Right in the corner, I'm just softening this edge pretty high up. It's so hard. That goes. So this is pretty much the look done. I have my highlighter on. I Know That's Right, You Fucking Doorknob, and I'm Your Problem Now. I did do all three. Yes, I did. Yes, I'm going to do another video, and lip is the same lip I did the other day, except for in the center, we're going to put purple instead to match the eyes. Okay, you ready? Period. This is the final look, and yes, I'm back on the pink train. Clink, clink, take me to pink jail. You did it, okay? It's been eating all week. I can no longer deny. I am personally obsessed with this, but I want to know what you think. So let me know your thoughts, feedback, please, in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Love you, bye.